Start off with some opening comments from Coach Quinn.
That was a long time coming. I just was proud of the way we competed, especially down the stretch there. We obviously made life difficult for ourselves in the third period with the penalties. But I thought our last penalty kill was the best one of the night. We were aggressive, we were decisive. You know, our penalty kill has kind of mirrored our play over the last 3 weeks, where we were indecisive and just not moving our feet enough. And it was a problem throughout the game. Obviously, they had 16 shots on their power play, but I thought the last kill was our best one. Obviously at the time when we needed it the most. And then when they had the goalie pulled, I thought we competed, we blocked some shots, and they had some zone time, but we found a way to keep the play on the perimeter, and I thought we deserved the win. You know, 9 penalties is just way too much. We'll certainly look at those and address those, and you know, rarely do you win a game when you have 9 penalties. But we found a way to win tonight. And I couldn't be happier for our team. You know, we had a good practice, and you know, I liked our morale, and they didn't get down. We've got a young group. That can happen sometimes, and we didn't accept losing tonight, which I couldn't be proud of.
Has it been hard to keep that morale up at times this year?
You know, it is, but you know, because of our leadership, we've done a pretty good job of it under some difficult times, obviously, and I think that allowed us to have some success.
You switched up that first line coming into tonight's game, and they scored the first goal for you. What did you see from them?
I like that line a lot, actually. You know, I really I thought that was Danny O'Regan's best game in a long time. And, you know, he's played a lot of minutes for us. You know, I just think he's so competitive that I think it, you know, lightens his responsibility up a little bit. And I really like the way Bergeron's played. So, you know, I want to get our best players together, and I just think that, you know, I like that line a lot. And, you know, I like, hopefully they can follow up tomorrow night with what they did tonight.
What goes into the decision between putting your top 3 guys together and trying to spread out their skills? In terms of, is it in terms of putting your top 3 guys together on the same line, right, versus spreading them out?
I always like to get your top 3 players together, but you know, Bergeron and O'Regan, the centers. You know, so. And I had Bergeron on the wing earlier in the year because I thought he was one of our top 6 forwards. He was a freshman, and I wanted to give him an opportunity to get acclimated to college hockey. And I really like his game down low lately. He's done a good job defensively. He's had a good year, and I just think, you know, for Danny's not a big guy. Played in the World Juniors. You know, playing the wing, it's not the banging and the you know, demand that, you know, the wing has. And he had a little jump in his step tonight, and I think he's excited. And you know, hopefully that line can kind of find some chemistry and build on what they did today and move forward.
Mixing and matching the defensive pairs. What went into that, and what did you like?
Well, Oxenden's been hurt, you know, and it's just, you know, I'm not, you know, for me, it's who's playing well and who's not, you know, and, you know, our penalties obviously kind of dictated the flow of that as well, because Noonan and McGregor took penalties down the stretch there, so one comes out of the box and, you know, you're mixing and matching the other 5, and, you know, it's tough to get pairings together. I'm not, right now, I don't, you know, think we have pairings set right now, so, you know, we're kind of mixing and matching as we go along.
Talked about Ati, and then obviously Rodriguez played a little bit too. What do you think of their contributions? I mean, you said they were day-to-day.
Obviously, Ati's goal was huge. A 5-on-3 goal, really. You know, 5-on-3 is usually make or break it. And I liked what we did on the 5-on-3. There was a lot of unpredictability. We were moving. We moved the puck quickly. We got some shots. And obviously, Ati makes a great play on the goal. So, a great pass too. Roberto did some good things on the goal. And, you know, Ati does what he does well. Makes plays, he's moving his feet, defending. He's a good player, and I thought he had a pretty good night.
What can you point to as a reason why a team that's struggling the way you guys have is so good on the power play? I mean, as good as you are.
We've got, you know, some high-end guys, you know, and we've struggled lately. I was surprised when I looked. I think we were 14th or 15% in the league. At one point, we were number 1 in the league. I don't know what happened. I don't know whether we're number 1 in the league overall or within the league. I don't know. Our power play's been pretty good all year. We've got some high-end guys, and when they play together, they play with some freedom, and they play with a little bit of energy and passion, we can be productive. And you know, the way Oxenden shoots the puck, the way Noonan shoots the puck, they can really one-time it. Grzelcyk has learned that, you know, his shots improve throughout the year, so you know, that gives you a chance to generate some offense. And you know, I like Bergeron's game. We just, you know, we've got some high-end guys that can generate some offense.
Well, time out before that 5-on-3. Did you know kind of right then and there that you need to score?
Yes. Absolutely. I thought that was a pivotal point. make it 3-1?
Yeah.
Yeah, for us to get a 2-goal lead right now, it's like winning the lottery. So, it was a big momentum changer for us, and it gave us a little, but I'm sure you all know this, we score a goal, and usually the pattern is the other team gets a scoring chance 30 seconds later, so we're gonna have to clean that up a little bit. That's youth too, I think, that's where we're at mentally, and I think, like I said, I think our penalty kill, I'm excited about the last one, it was the most, they're all important, but, that pivotal point, to be able to kill it, and the way we killed it, we put some pressure on them, we didn't give them time and space, and we were decisive, and really, I thought it kind of gave us some momentum, as crazy as it sounds, to go in the last minute of the game, because I thought we did a pretty good job when they were goal.
Similarly, just before that, the McGregor penalty coming after a UVM goal, and then you guys kill it off. It wasn't maybe as good a kill as the last one, but it seemed like you did pretty well. Did you get maybe a boost off that? See you guys
Yeah, I think so, but, I think too, though, at some point in time, you're just gonna get sick and tired of losing. And I think guys, we played a very good game up at BC the other night. Their talent won out. Very disappointed with what happened against Lowell. So, we've showed signs, and, I think we kind of built on what happened up at BC, and again, it helps getting some guys back, I mean, I really dressed Rodriguez because I had a feeling that our young kids were starting to use our injuries as a little bit of a crutch, and, the game ends and we lose, and well, yeah, we should be losing, and we've got guys injured. Well, that's not acceptable. It's one of the reasons I dressed Rodriguez, because I wanted them to think, oh, Erod's on the bench, so we're going to be okay. And he feels better than I thought he was going to feel. So hopefully we'll see. We might see a little bit more.
Dave, just comment on McGuire backloading this week.
Yeah, he's had a great stretch here, and he looked good tonight. And, it's crazy how this season is mirrored last year's season from a goaltending standpoint. But I had a good talk with O'Connor yesterday, and Matt, was feeling better about where his game's at. So we're going to need Matt eventually, as we did in the first half. So Sean's just played very well.
Early in the year, coming into the new job, you talked about pressure and how you really weren't feeling any. You were just enjoying it. As the season's gone on the way it has, have you started to feel it a little bit?
I think any coach, when you're in this stretch where it feels pressure, you don't ever want to be coaching a team that hasn't won since Thanksgiving when it's January 24th. I know it sounds kind of simplistic, but I really try to. I didn't watch a minute of the Lowell game because I didn't think it was going to do me any good. I knew what happened. I was more concerned about keeping myself in the mindset with the team to. I was kind of focused on the BC game to keep them up and keep the morale up and not. And they were enthusiastic coming to practice. We didn't practice Tuesday. We all went on the ice and did things on their own, and so I mean, as a coach, you always feel pressure. I don't know if you feel more pressure when you're going through this. I think you maybe get frustrated and you look yourself in the mirror and figure out what is it I'm doing, because I ask them to self-evaluate all the time, and I'm constantly doing it. I always wonder what I can do better to put ourselves in a position to win hockey games, and so I wouldn't say more pressure. I mean, the pressure I put on myself as a coach is pretty consistent.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.